Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Stephen for Hey Techie here, back again at long last. To those of you who are new to the channel, here at Hey Techie, we're interested in everything to do with the smart home, especially if that involves Apple HomeKit, Siri shortcuts, or iPhone-based controls. Now, if that sounds like the kind of thing that you're interested in, make sure to stick around and hit that subscribe button too. Today we'll be looking at this, the Eve Flare. Now, the Eve Flare is a spherical LED lamp, which is pretty unique on the HomeKit scene right now. For this though, you'll need to spend a pretty penny, with the Eve Flare retailing at around £95 here in the UK, or typically €99 or around $100 in the United States. So in this video, I'll be asking, is the Eve Flare worth the price? Full disclaimer on this video, I'd like to thank Eve for sending us out this Eve Flare model to review. As always though, here at Hey Techie, we know that you can't put a price on trust, which is why we always offer you a full, honest and unbiased opinions on every single product that we look at on the channel, so that you, our viewers, can make the most informed decision about your next HomeKit purchase. Okay then, so let's get into it. Fundamentally, the first thing that you need to understand about this product is that it is indeed just an LED lamp. There are no other functions attached with this product. Measuring 25 centimeters in diameter, the lamp primarily is composed of this large plastic circular dome, which is flat on the bottom, allowing the lamp to sit on its charging base. Opening up the box, you'll see just how large this dome is, and underneath you'll see the physical control buttons and the charging port there, but we'll come back to those later in the video. In the box, you'll also find a booklet helping you to set up your new device, as well as the charging base. In the United States, you'll have a traditional US wall plug, and in Europe, the lamp will come with a European Type-C plug, which is the standard in continental Europe. Now, here in Ireland and in the UK, we don't use these plugs though, so if you want to use the Eve Flare here, you'll need to dig out one of those holiday adapters you probably have lying around, as there isn't a UK plug option. Before setting up the Eve Flare for the first time, you'll need to charge it. Charging is very simple. Plug in the wall plug and then place the lamp straight down on the charging base. After a full charge, which takes around 2 to 3 hours in my testing, connecting the device to Apple Home is as easy as scanning the QR code on the bottom of the device. As you might expect for a premium smart home device, setup works smoothly, and having repeated the process 15 times in testing, I haven't experienced any issues whatsoever. Okay, so with that being said, how does the lamp itself perform? Well, to operate the lamp, you've got a few options here. The first is via the buttons underneath the lamp itself. The button to the right is the power button, which allows you to turn the lamp on and off. And the other button selects the mode, which essentially just cycles through the different color options. There's no other functionality to this lamp. Another really important thing to note here though, is that if you press the physical button to turn the device off, you'll lose all smart home connectivity. It's a bit like a physical switch to a smart bulb in this way. Now, the next way that you can interact with the Eve Flare is via your iPhone using either the Home or Eve apps. Now, unlike other Eve products, as far as I can see, there isn't a huge advantage to using the Eve app over the Home app here. Both allow you to turn the lamp on and off, change colour, adjust the brightness, and connect it into scenes and automations. The Eve app will offer you some additional information and allow you to update it, but apart from that, I can't see any other differences here. Disappointingly for some users, there's no custom options to have the lamp cycle through colour patterns or react to music. Personally, having used this lamp daily for a few months now, I find myself only using the Home app to make these adjustments though, and that is on the rare occasion that I use my phone for adjusting it. That's because the third and final way, which is my favourite way, to control this lamp is via Siri. The Eve Flare is fully compatible with Apple HomeKit, so you'll be able to issue commands to the lamp via Siri on your HomePods or any of your Apple devices. And this is what I use the vast majority of the time, or indeed via home automations and scenes. All of these options allow the lamp to seamlessly integrate with your existing smart home setup with no issues whatsoever. The Eve Flare does operate through Bluetooth though, which does mean that commands to the device are significantly slower than if it used Thread or a traditional Wi-Fi connection. It's not ideal, but it works pretty solidly, and it's not a major issue considering that this probably isn't a lamp that you're going to be changing colour all the time with. Now that segues us really neatly into some of the unique features of the E-flare. You see, this isn't just an ordinary lamp that stays put, but you can pick it up and bring it with you anywhere you want. It's completely portable. Now, this might seem like a bit of a gimmick, but trust me, once you have one of these, you'll find yourself moving it around pretty often. There's a handle in the lamp itself which is perfect for carrying the lamp around or for hanging it up, so you're not just restricted to placing it down on surfaces or indeed on the floor. Now, at maximum brightness, the E-flare offers around 90 lumens, which isn't going to be enough to light up an entire room, but it is more than sufficient for accent lighting in most spaces. It also means that the onboard battery will last around 6 hours of use, according to Eve themselves. Now, having tested this claim out, I think that's a conservative estimate. I regularly get at least 7 hours at full brightness from a full charge, including changing the colour a few times every hour. Now, you'd get even more lifetime from the battery at a lower brightness, and if you weren't cycling through different colours. Speaking of colours, it's pretty decent at replicating a good spectrum, but I think that this lamp excels particularly using purples and pinks. Moreover, another really innovative feature of this lamp is that it's got IP65 water resistance, which means that it can be splashed with water but not submerged. It's not completely waterproof after all, but this does mean that it can handle being left out in the rain temporarily if you wanted to bring it outdoors on your next camping trip. Now, the ability to move this lamp around is one of the E-flare's biggest selling points. And to my knowledge, the only similar rival product in this regard is the Philips Hue Go. But that's a device that requires a Hue hub to set up, and it doesn't have the water resistance required for outdoor use. The E-flare does not need any additional hubs, and it is water resistant. Now, that means, put simply, that the E-flare is a unique product on the market right now, which will justify the high price tag to many of you. Now, there's no doubt that this is a great lamp, but there are a few things that I would change with it. Credit where credit is due, the E-flare was launched in 2019, so it is a couple of years old now, but I'd love to see a refreshed model with thread connectivity on board, especially since that is also very power efficient. But my biggest irk is with the charging base. Now, overlooking the lack of a UK plug option, the charging cable, at least on the European model that I've been testing, is the very thin and flexible wire, and you'd expect that to be a lot better on a premium product. I really feel like the wire will give way on this eventually, and as far as I know, you can't buy it independently to replace it, which means ultimately your lamp will be useless to you. The very nature of this wire also causes problems for the charging base as well. Since the charging pad is so light, the flex in the wire causes the pad to lift up and sit unevenly when the lamp is on the dock itself. Now, this is definitely a problem that impacts the E-flare the most when it's brand new and just out of the box, as over time the charging wire will lose some of that kind of springiness, but it is very annoying to begin with, especially since that's when you're going to want to be picking it up and moving it around the most. To the bottom line then, is the E-flare worth the price? Now, there's no doubt that in coming in just under £100 for a HomeKit smart lamp, the E-flare is expensive. Eve is a premium smart home device manufacturer and prices their products accordingly. And though on this occasion, whilst the lamp itself is a great build quality, I'm not a fan of the base at all. But crucially, this lamp fills a gap in the market, especially as we're going into the summer, when many of you will be having a family barbecue outdoors in the evening. With this lamp, you'll be able to take your smart home outdoors with you, which is something that nobody else on the market can offer. Not only that, but at least in my opinion, I think it looks great too. This is a mature and refined product for an elegant home. It's not only functional, it's portable, and it also elevates the environment which it is in a quite an artistic way. Now, ultimately, does that make it worth the price? For me, I'd say yes, but only just about. And that won't be true for everyone, and I think it entirely depends on how worthwhile you'll find the portable nature of the product if it's going to be worth it for you. What do you think? Is the E-Flare's price justified? Have you already bought one already, or were you put off by the price tag? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, I've been Stephen for Hey Techie.